let's get into one of the most overdone topics when it comes to Korra's retcons, that being that it presents a new origin of bending that is different from what we were told in Avatar. If you recall, there are moments in Avatar where the characters state that the original benders were the Sky Bison, the Moon, the Badger Moles, and the Dragons. This is seemingly contradicted in Korra, where in beginnings it's shown that the ability to bend was given to humans by the Lion Turtles. For years, people took the gang's original statements to mean that the literal ability to control and manipulate the elements was learned from the animals, which has in turn created a huge misconception because that was never actually stated. What was stated was that the animals are considered the original benders due to their intrinsic abilities, and that people learned from them, but they never explain how they learned from them or what specifically was learned. They don't outright say, oh, people developed or were given the ability to bend from the animals or anything like that. It's all left pretty vague and could even be interpreted as the characters simply speculating based on a rather vague explanation. What Beginnings depicts cannot possibly contradict a rule that was not in place. In fact, Beginnings goes out of its way to show that these statements from the gang are still technically true, as there is the brief shot of Wan creating the dancing dragon technique by mimicking the movements of a dragon, which combined with the comments made by the hunters that he uses fire like an extension of his body, it's easy to deduce that he developed the martial art of firebending. He was given the ability by the lion turtle, but it wasn't a proper martial art until he learned from the dragon. He was given fire, but he learned fire bending. Remember, bending's not just a power, it is also a martial art. With this in mind, the gang's discussion of the original benders can be recontextualized to mean that they know that people learned from the animals, but they don't know the specifics of it. They don't know that bending was a power given to humans by lion turtles, or that people refined those powers by mimicking the animals around them. So it makes sense why their statements were so vague while also seeming rather matter-of-fact. So to simplify, yes, the origins of bending were technically retconned, but because the original statements were so vague, they were able to expand on it, and I cannot stress this enough, without contradicting anything.